So now I'd like to display those results on the map as a layer. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the center and the zoom level just so that um, just to move things along a little bit. And then we're also going to use the hybrid base layer. The thing that I haven't given you or defined for you is the viz parameters for this layer. So we need to set those up, and I've made this container called viz. And so, oops, it's going to be equal to a dictionary, right? And we need to tell it the minimum and the maximum value in the raster that we want to stretch our palette over. In this case, we're going to just do a grayscale for the single image. So one way to think about this is that if I went back to this, and I think we talked about this previously, that it goes from stable light 0 to 63. So we should be able to say, if I close this, that the min is 0 and the max is 63. And then I'm going to leave the palette blank because by default it should show it as a black and white. And so now I just need to add the layer. And so what I want to do here is say that I'd like to add B1, and I'd like it to use these display parameters that I've defined in Viz. And then I want to give it a name. And I'm going to go through the same thing where if I just say um, the JavaScript function string years B1, that's going to take this number and create a string out of it so that I can use that string as the label for my layer here. And so what you should get is this, and just a grayscale where the white is going to be the maximum pixel value of 63, and then the black is probably going to be 0, and then it's grayscale in between. And you can use the inspector just to make sure that that makes sense, but it should. And then you should see that our image and our layer are both called 2013 here. The layer and the band are both called 2013, and so we should be good to go. And the only other thing I'm going to do here is just say, please don't display that automatically. And now I have to check it to turn it on. So great. So we added a layer, and the only kind of maybe one of the new things that we figured out how to define the 0, the min and the max, and then we figured out how to again reuse stuff that we have in the dictionary to print the label here in our layers. Cool. So now I'm going to save that and move on to the next one.